Hey everyone! Tonight, and technically tomorrow morning, is the Libra full moon, and it's the second one we've had. I believe our last full moon was also in Libra, so that's kind of cool. And so I definitely was like, I'm gonna do a reading, and about the Libra full moon, and see what kinds of messages are coming through for everyone. Full moons are big events. They light up whatever they're around. So for Libra, that means relationships, that means creativity, art, balance, justice. So any of those themes could come up. And yeah, I definitely want to see what's going on. So before I ramble too much, I'm just going to get straight to the choices. If I can get the words out. First pile, we have this really nice quartz pendulum. It's a certain kind of quartz. I can't remember the kind that it is. I think it starts with an A. If anyone can look at this and has any idea what kind of quartz they think it is, please comment and let me know, because I didn't write it down and I forgot. But it's really cool looking, and that is pile number 1, quartz pendulum. Pile number 2 is my little fluorite octahedron. That's a great little piece. Helps with stress and anxiety. And then the third pile, I felt directed to use my little pocket knife that I have. It's a little Japanese pocket knife. It's just kind of cool looking. It's very tiny. But I carry it around with me, and it's pretty cool. So that is number 3. So, pick a pile, and I'm going to get started here. See what kinds of full moon messages we're going to get. So, first pile, the quartz pendulum. There it is, pile 1. Let's see what your full moon message is. Ooh. A lot of reversals. Singer of intuition is upside down. You're not listening to your intuition. And full moons are a great time to tap into that. The moon is all about intuition. It's all about instinct. So for you, you should try to get quiet and listen. Try to go for what your gut feelings are telling you, what your heart's telling you, more than what your brain is telling you. I'm going to read more about that and see. We also have the Hierophant, and that has to do with spiritual guidance. So this is upright. That means I think your guides are talking to you. And the crow there on the front of this, crows are very magical. They're related to magic. The key, I feel like there's something that needs to be unlocked, some spiritual thing in you that needs to be unlocked, and your guides are really, I feel like this crow looks like he's making loud noises, and I feel like they're trying to get your attention right now, and you are ignoring it a little bit. We have the earthworm. The earthworm's upside down, and the earthworm upside down is the earthworm already is a card where it's you are afraid to express yourself. This came up, I think, in the first pile of some other reading I did the other day. So there's something in the air about people that have something to share with the world that they're afraid to. It might be something new, especially with this intuition card. This might be you coming into your own spiritual intuition and you're worried about it and you're afraid to be open about it, which is a very common thing. I was there for most of my life. So I feel like it's a little bit weird to start experiencing these kinds of things, and it can freak you out. So I'm going to look up the earthworm real quick, because that's mostly what it's about, but I want to know if it's upside down, if there's anything else I can take from this. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. When out of balance, self-conscious, apprehensive. When in balance, earnest, intelligent, valuable. Okay, so if we're out of balance, then yeah, you're feeling self-conscious. And you're feeling apprehensive about these spiritual messages that I think that you are getting. But to bring into balance, this says, speak up and risk embarrassment. So, I feel like if you do that, you'll get more out of it than what you're afraid of losing. Which I found in my case too. So there's more cards here. We got the Emperor upside down. The Emperor's like all the kings in one. It's kind of fun using the Game of Thrones deck now that the show is actually back on. So if you watch that, I mean, you might understand the symbolism here. All the kings in one, you know? But upside down. So I think this is just confirming that you're not feeling at your best. You're not feeling totally in control. Two of Swords upside down. That can be indecisiveness. Two of Swords upright is indecisive. So I don't know. I think maybe you don't actually have maybe a decision to make. Maybe you've already made the decision, but you're freaked out about it. You're apprehensive about it. Some sort of spiritual thing. This also can have to do with doing the right thing. So maybe you were indecisive and you're not anymore, but doing the right thing is freaking you out and scary. And your intuition is telling you to move forward with that, but again, you're not feeling your best. You're feeling insecure about whatever clarity you've gotten or whatever decision that you've made, whatever doing the right thing is meaning in this context. So I'm going to look up Singer of Intuition reversed really quick and see if there's anything more there. That card's card number 7. That's a very magical number. So I feel again like there's some sort of spirituality that you're coming into. I think maybe this Libra full moon is kind of telling you to listen to that. Listen to the moon. Perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, trust. Feel like I'm gonna sneeze. This fucking happens so much when I make videos. So I don't know what that means, but that might happen. How can I learn to be more quiet within myself, more peaceful? How can I better listen to the song of knowledge and wisdom? Yeah, so not much more to it. Listen to your intuition, pile 1. It's interesting that your representative item was the pendulum. The pendulum is a divinatory tool. You ask it questions, and it'll tell you yes or no, depending on the way it spins. So I think that you need to tap more into your magic. Full moon is a great time to do that. A great time to do rituals, set intentions. I mean, I guess intention setting is for the new moon. Realizing those and coming to fruition with those is the full moon. So maybe this is your message that, like, whatever intention that you've set was good. You might be nervous about moving forward, but just listen to your guides. Your guides are here and your intuition's trying to talk to you. So if you're seeing signs and synchronicities, any kind of thing, listen to it. So there's your full moon reading, pile 1. Like, share, subscribe, comment, message me, email me if you want readings. My information's in the description box. I have an Instagram where I do astrology too, and a Facebook. And I do live readings and stuff on my Instagram, so there's readings on both of those pages. So check it out. Thanks. Okay. Pile number 2. We have the fluorite octahedron. I love these stones. Fluorite really, for me, I have trouble with being grounded and picking up other people's shit when I'm doing spiritual work, and this really helps with that. So, good to know if you're interested in stones, or if that resonates with you, pile 2. Let's see what your full moon message is. Ooh! Oh my goodness, the same cards keep coming up. We had, the earthworm, and we had the otter. I mean, the earthworm's in the last pile. The otter's in this one. This came out reversed recently, too. People need to dance away their problems. The full moon is a really great time to celebrate, and because it's Libra, you want to be around friends and partnerships. So, like, you want the joy. You want the cute little otter that's joyful, that's ready to play. So get out there, because I think you're isolating yourself, and you need to not isolate yourself. It's interesting the common energies out there. A lot of people seem to be isolating, and you have to it's not like it's bad to be isolated all the time. Sometimes you need to be by yourself, but right now is the time, like, to get out there and see people. And, the thing that helps the otter rebalance is celebration and dance parties and the like. So do that. Ooh, I like this. This is Nellis the Alchemist. Love this card. Number 27, another magical number. I can't go into numerology because it would take too long, but like when I mention the numbers in these readings, go ahead and look them up. You can just Google shit and you'll find stuff about it, but 27 is a really special number. Nellis the Alchemist has to do with alchemy and wizardry and stuff, so very magical. This full moon is already looking very magical, so I'm going to look more into the details of that card, but this means that you may be some sort of magician or spiritual worker, or you are getting into that. Pile 1 was similar, so that it's not surprising that we're at the full moon and that kind of stuff's coming up. We have the Hierophant. Last pile had this too! It's amazing how similar the energies are. The Hierophant has to do with tradition, it has to do with spiritual guidance, it has to do with doing the right thing. It can mean tradition in the stifling sense, in the bad sense, but I think right now this is more spiritual guidance. Like, I feel like our guides are here right now, because the first 2 piles, we have the Hierophant right there. Spiritual teacher. So take heed to whatever kind of spiritual messages you might be picking up right now. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Balance, juggling. You might be having to juggle multiple things in your life, like relationships and work, or work and family, or career and social life. I think you're doing a good job of it. You know, it's like juggling in the material sense. You're maintaining. So, great job there. The only thing here is, besides the Otter upside down, you have the, Ace of Cups upside down. So, there's something going on with you emotionally. You have a lot of magic around you, and you have a lot of spiritual guidance, but this cup is upside down. I'm going to read about Nellis the Alchemist while I think about the rest of this. So we'll check out what's going on with her. And actually, really quick, I'm going to look at the Otter, because I'm pretty much, I got all the information you need about the Otter, but I always can't resist just looking to see if there's something else I missed. Unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. Yeah, dance party or celebration is what you need. When in balance, full of love, needs nothing. When out of balance, gloomy, sighs, makes silly excuses. So when in balance, full of love, and needs nothing. I think you're not feeling full of love because this cup's upside down. So, yeah, I think you need to just not be isolated and get out there. Let's see what's going on with Nellis the Alchemist. I mean, she's so awesome. Like, look at the magic wand, right? She's got like a crazy crown magic wand. Awesome. Let's see. She's the first of the fairy guardians, how it's categorized in this book. Inner transformation, irrevocable change. So yeah, you might be going through a transformation and it's freaking you out. And that's why the Otter is upside down and the Ace of Cups are upside down. I think a lot of people are on shaky ground. Like, they've gone through this spiritual awakening and it's like they're new and feeling really nervous about it. And I feel like maybe that's where you're at. You've been juggling a lot of responsibilities. You're trying to do the right thing. And you're getting spiritual guidance and that might be weirding you out. Ooh, I like this. Yay, Nellis. When Nellis turns up in your reading, get ready for things to happen inwardly and outwardly. The stuck becomes unstuck. The block begins to move. You may have to run to keep up with the speed at which the situation around you is moving. You may also be surprised by the direction things and you are taking. You may find your plans, even your desires and dreams, changing as the transformative process takes place. It might not have been in your plans, but later on you will look back and say, wow, it wasn't what I expected, but it was just what I needed. Spiritual guidance has a way of doing that to you. You'll get something amazing, but it won't be what you were thinking it was going to be. When we have been through such an alchemical process, we can never go back to what we were before, which is probably just as well. Sometimes things cannot move without readjustment, perhaps even radical realignment. So I think that's why you're feeling weird. I think this is a radical realignment, which again has been coming up in readings lately. There's some sort of big energy that people are processing, and it's like manifesting as anxiety and sometimes depression. Those things go together anyway. But yeah, there was like a gloominess up till today. It feels differently today. It actually really does to me. But yeah, it's been like just it seems to me like people are processing some new spiritual energy and it's freaking everybody out and feeling really weird. But we can't move forward the same anymore. We have to change. So that's what's happening. Yeah. Yep. So an alchemy has to do with sometimes like changing poison into medicine. So that growing pain feeling could be like some terrible situation is turning into something good, or you went through a lot of difficulty and now you're going to reap the rewards. I think that you're just anxious because you're experiencing a spiritual shift. So again, dance party. That's what the otter wants. Go out and see people. Even if you know any other spiritual weirdos, go out and do weird stuff. It's the full moon. Um, it's late right now. I mean, it's already 9:30, but whenever you see this, it's a message for you to get out and do some stuff with people that you like and accept that magic is happening. And again, you might be into alchemy right now. You might be getting into magic and spirituality. I would take that as a message, especially with the spiritual teachings here. So, yeah, embrace that. Embrace your guidance and get out and dance away your difficult feelings. Celebrate if you're able, and however that works for you. Okay, Pile 2, hope you liked that. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. I have Facebook, I have an Instagram, I do astrology, other readings over there. Email me for personal readings. All the information is in my description box. Thanks! Okay, last pile. Pile number 3. The fun little pocket knife is you. So let's see what the full moon has in store for you. Ooh. Oh my goodness, why? Everything's upside down. Wait, no, not everything is. So let's start with the things not upside down. Ace of Wands. I love this card. This particular one, I mean, like, the artwork is cool. Some of the lighting on these cards is awesome. New endeavor. New idea. Could be moving forward spiritually. Some sort of passionate beginning. So that's good. I feel like a lot of these readings have been really similar. Again, I think people are going through a spiritual shift, and I think today is like a big part of that. So, I think we're experiencing more growing pains. I feel like I say that so much, but that's what this is, and I think it's not surprising that I do readings during those times. That's what I'm feeling. We have the Singer of Initiation, and it's upside down. There have been a lot of initiations going on. I keep getting cards about initiations. And I even just did a reading I put up on my Instagram if you want to follow the Cro-Magnon there about this. So it would be worth checking that out if you want to. It starts with the Guardian of the Gate card, which was upright, which means that you have gone through a spiritual gate. This is kind of showing that you should be going through one. You are supposed to be going through an initiation and you're hesitating. Either that or it's almost time, but not quite. But with this Ace of Wands, I feel like it is time. I don't know why you'd have the Ace of Wands if it wasn't time for you to go through the initiation. So let me look at that card, Singer of Initiation, really quick, and let me see what it says about the reversed one. Passage through trial, triumph, new level. It's a level up card. This is the test, one requiring much, if not all, of our inner resources and wisdom. That might be why you're not feeling so awesome. It's freaking you out, like a lot of people. When we stand in the gateway of an initiation, it is often difficult to tell where we are going, and the process may feel more like a loss than a movement into a new level of being, which I think maybe is where you're at. And that's the tough thing about taking a leap of faith. It seems really dangerous, it seems like a giant risk, and it seems like you're gonna lose a lot. But the truth is, if it's the right one, in this kind of situation where you're supposed to take a leap of faith, what you get from that is going to be more amazing than you could imagine. Like, you jump off the cliff and you realize that there is a pillow there. You're totally supported. Someone catches you, any of those things. So, it's like, even if you don't know where you're going, you're going to have to take that step. You know, like the Fool card off the edge of the cliff. It demands that we go beyond what we have achieved before. Instead of asking, why me? Or when is this going to end? Try asking, how can I do this better? How can I handle things more wisely than I ever have before? How can I handle this differently, more creatively? Is there another point of view that I have never looked at? What golden door is being offered to me to explore with this apparent problem? So, yeah, look more deeply at this situation, or move forward without thinking about it, because it's just time to move. And yeah, I'm gonna move on to some other cards, but like, especially, we have the High Priestess upside down. That has to do with intuition. You're another person that I think the spiritual messages that you're getting are making you feel nervous, and you're just not sure about where you're going or what you're doing. But we have this Ace of Wands. It's like happening. Maybe you are taking those steps forward. You're just afraid. But the High Priestess is like, intuition. Listen to your intuition. Also, with it upside down, it could mean a lot of mystery. There are things that are going to be shrouded about this that you're not going to know till you take those steps. I know it's freaky, but that's how this is. We have the Two of Cups upside down also. Has to do with, it can do with two major things. One is, it looks like a very romantic kind of card, and it is. It's like often about love relationships. It can also be about unity within yourself. And with this upside down, I would say that if it's not about a partnership that you are thinking of, you're unbalanced and you need more self-love, which I know is difficult. So, you can start with like self-tolerance if you're feeling bad about yourself. Just acknowledge that you're human, and try to start from there. Sometimes it helps to think of yourself as like, like a little child or something, and you can be nicer to yourself that way. But if it is a relationship, this just means there's some conflict. There's something going on with the relationship. And there's something about intuition and an initiation, some sort of initiation relating to a relationship. Moving forward with something new regarding a relationship. And you don't know what's going to happen maybe, and it's freaking you out. We have the Deer card. This one's upside down too. I feel like everyone is agitated still. It's not as gloomy as before. It was just like anxiety and depression, and now it's like, I don't know, it's like still anxious, but it's like anticipation. It's like an anticipation of an event or something, and being nervous about that. That's how it feels to me. The Deer is such a spiritual card too, so I want to see loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother energy. It's a full moon tonight, and that is a mothering, nurturing energy, the moon. Nurturing, calm, inner beauty, grace. The Deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion, which this card feels like that to me. If you're having an issue in a relationship, compassion is the way to go right now. That's how you move forward. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned or protective. To bring to balance, you need nature and children, joyfulness. So there's not a lot negative to this card, even when it's upside down. It just has to do with protectiveness, like motherly protectiveness. So I don't know. You could be protective of yourself. You could be protective of a relationship. You could be protective of another person. see what feels right to you for your situation. And also, always get a private reading from me if you really want to know if this like resonates with you but you need more information. Always email me, message me. But yeah, there's a need for compassion and there's a need for gentleness. And you might be protective of your feelings right now and you're nervous about this initiation. But there's all this passion too. There's passion, and I think there is love. It's just a little distorted right now because of nerves. But yeah, I think you need to be kind to yourself if this is just about you, and you need to try to mother yourself however you can. And try to not think too much and move forward, because you're moving into some new phase of your life that is freaking you out, but it's the right way to go. Listen to your intuition as much as you can. You might be blocking it. Every single reading I've had so far is like people are blocking their intuition. So I wonder if people are getting really crazy messages right now and they like don't want to like admit that they're real, or it's hard to trust yourself. I know what that's like. So yeah, number 3, either within you need balance, or you need balance within a relationship. Just don't be afraid of your initiation. Whatever you're going through right now, you're moving into a new phase and you're being initiated into something new. So if you want more information, again, email me and get a reading. I also I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram, I have a PayPal if you want to donate. I do readings and astrology on those other pages. Like, share, subscribe to this channel. Please comment. Let me know what pile you picked, what resonated with you. And good luck on this full moon, everybody. Have a great night.